I just saw a star sign in the clouds. I'm not too sure exactly what it is that started this little idea in my head. I found myself watching some old gameplay of one of the Yoshi's Island games, and I don't know if you do this or you've done this before. You kind of like look at an enemy and you sort of just imagine yourself standing in front of it, and you think, man, I could probably kick you. You know, the problem would be solved. So when I think of like a Shy Guy or something, I feel like something needs to happen, something needs to change fundamentally for me to be afraid of him. So I thought that would be a fun little thing to do that's not, you know, smacking my head against a wall with the Crash Team Racing shit. I thought I'd come in and redesign a few classic enemies, maybe some items, I don't know. We'll see what happens. If your face doesn't look like this by the end of the video, then do you want some money or something? Let's jump in to the first of the best of the best, as the aforementioned. And here he is, the man of the hour. I guess we have some work to do to make him a bit scarier, but I guess we can finally find out what this guy looks like under the mask. Oh my god, okay. That was just a little goof. I did that. Can you imagine if that was under there the whole time? Okay, so first things first, his little arms aren't doing anything for me. I think he needs to be taller. There's one thing I can say for sure is even the Shy Guys on stilts are somewhat terrifying to look at. So let's make him taller. I think we're getting somewhere. Let's just duplicate everything we're doing. And let's go into sculpt mode. Let's add some hands to the equation. Yeah, now we're getting somewhere. Okay, now for the final touches. And then we just put the iconic mask back on. Perfect. I think that will finish the whole look. Yeah, nice. See, now I don't want to go near him. I don't want to approach this guy. I want to say maybe kicking that would be a bad option. And I think Yoshi would say the same, because Yoshi's kind of just falling short against the OG Shy Guy. If Yoshi got eaten by this thing, or this Shy Guy I should say, then I think we would all have a lot more respect for Yoshi. Next on the list, this is the last of the Mario ones, I swear. Actually, no, it's not. The Goomba, or Galoomba, or, you know, whatever. I didn't realize his eyebrows were this prominent. I think I forgot about that. You could just stand on him, you know. It's pretty much a can I kick it situation. Yes you can, as the song would suggest. This is a problem. Again, let's figure that out. We needed a turny jumping on the head action, so we could just put it like I thought about we could put a red X on the top, and to be like, don't do that, like don't stand on me, don't tread on. That's a good line actually. Don't tread on me. We could have like a snake or something. I think first and foremost, I guess we could have like a stupid. Should just about do it for the Goomba. Perfect. Now I've gone with the this sort of fungus idea. I like the idea of let's just stop the movement. Look, he's a walking target with that big flat jumpable head, kickable face. No one wants to jump on eyeballs, all right? That's the main thinking there is I don't want to, if his eyes were big enough, or maybe they were just inflated, I don't think I'd want to jump on him anymore, because it's like, what if you slip and he just like, you kind of snag his tooth, or you know, it's just like, you don't jump on an eyeball sort of defense. It's like, okay, Mario don't want to touch an eyeball, I don't want to touch an eyeball, therefore Mario don't want to touch an eyeball. Lots of dirt, so he sort of embedded himself like a virus of a kind, you know. I've given him like a Pidgeotto. I don't know why. I thought he looked cooler with a bigger, more prominent sort of brow thing. And his teeth, he's still got the tiny teeth. They're actually poking. It's like a masochist type deal. They're poking into his eyeball, which is causing him great pain. And, you know, we don't need to stomp on him if he's in pain already. You know, that's what I'm thinking. And, you know, he's got a little bit more of a calcium growth, just defense mechanism, more like a rib cage around the Goomba. I think he'll do a lot better off when it comes to facing off against the same guy every time. And there he is. It's the Pac-Man Ghost. Wow. Whoa. Woo. Boo. You know the Boo from Mario? It's a little bit freakier than that. You know, he's creepy. He's crawly. He comes after you. There's not much of a threat here. If I was a Pac-Man and I was running away from this, you know, it's like I'm being chased by something that's pretty horrific, but he's not scary, you know. I need a reason not to kick him in the head. You know, there are some, I don't know, I'm just gonna change him. So I guess where my thinking is right now is like, what are the ghosts in the Pac-Man world? I guess, are they Pac people who have died? I don't know. So I guess we're gonna make a Pac person. I need to, now that I think about it, I think maybe no on the bed sheet, so we'll just go with the original design. So most people don't know out there that from Pac-Man lore, I think it's comic, it is 17 or 18, I think. It's in the high teens. Pac-Man comic in the high teens. They talk about the deaths of Pac people, and this first thing you're going to notice is the mouth is agape. That's not, that is actually not usual. This is a very special historical look into the death of the Pac-Man. If you've seen Pac-Man or Pac people before, they die in pretty brutal ways. Their whole body sort of peels back into itself like a strange, I don't know what it is. It's not nature. It's not human. It's not Pac. Other notable features of this is actually a very interesting specimen. This is a 3D scan caught. This is mid-perishment. Rebuild what the Pac-Man was going through and what they look like. Notice maybe is the tongue and uvula have swelled completely. It would not be very comfortable for the Pac-Man. The teeth are pearly white. Great diet. Basically just ripping this poor fella apart. And interesting until the eyes of the Pac people as well.
Disintegrate until the entire entity is gone.
All of that was a complete fabrication. This would be, I wouldn't kick this. You know, that's where we landed. I'm moving away from the enemies. I'm looking at the Power Star. The biggest problem I had in Super Mario 64, I don't know if you had this issue too, I couldn't see this fella a lot of the time. I don't know, it just, you know, he's a star, and I think about, man, what's the other kind of star that you can see everywhere? You know, everywhere you go, you can see a certain star. It's the sun. The sun is a star. It's not even the biggest star. If I ever want to play Super Mario 64, if I want to play a Super Mario game, I want to know where the star is, just so I know where to go, you know, just a little helping guide. I thought to make them stand out, I may as well make the stars as bright as our sun, so then we never have to go looking, we always know where they are. And then they'll never get lost, you know, and I think anyone who would want to collect the stars maybe, and then that might even deter anyone from collecting the star in the future, you know, because they seem to go missing, and or people, they sort of barter with them quite a lot. You know, I think we should just eliminate the star, get rid of the star. It's ruining the economy. Here we have the classic, the green herb. Now there's only one change. It's not worth the joke. It's not worth the joke. Now we're finishing off very strong with our final. This is a weapon. Some would argue that the crowbar itself right now in its state is perfection. What if... How do you feel about that? I might not have been able to sway you on the multiple bars, but maybe there's one bar we haven't looked at that you might be interested in. Free bar.
All the bloody piss you can drink, mate. Eh? Don't worry about the tap, mate. She's all paid for. Never get a bloody bottle of piss in ya, mate.
Okay, I think I've made all the other jokes I wanted to make. Thanks for watching. If you did, I'm sorry for subjecting you to some of that. And if you want me to redesign something, hey, let me know. Let me know your favorite design, and then it's pretty vague. Why not pick a design that you... Anyway.